Hello, freshmen. I'm Mr. Hard, and today we're going to show a short video to discuss with you an introduction to our counseling program, as well as graduation requirements and some academic supports available to you here at Chisholm Trail that you may not be aware of. So as I said, our topics of discussion is an introduction to our counseling team and what we can help you out with. Academic resources you may not realize are available to you here at Chisholm Trail High School, as well as graduation requirements, credits, attendance, and promotion. First off, let's meet our counseling team. Our counseling team includes 5 school counselors. Each of us are assigned a specific group of students based on last name. You can see from this slide here the different students that each of us work with. So when you come to the counseling office, this is typically the first individual you're going to meet with on our campus. We also have 3 other individuals that are a part of our team: Miss Geary, our house secretary, Miss Cordova, our college and career readiness specialist, and Miss Turner, our intervention counselor. So depending on the circumstances of why you're coming down to visit us, you may be meeting with one of these 3 ladies as well. Some of you may not have ever been to your school counselor in the past, or maybe just here at Chisholm Trail, you haven't made it by our office. And so what are some of the reasons you might come to visit us? Now, there's way more reasons than what's listed on this slide here, but it just gives you an idea of the variety of things we have students come down to visit with us about. I know the transition to high school can be difficult for some. You're trying to balance personal life with extracurricular activities, with your classroom. Maybe some of you are even working. And so that can become very, very difficult. And maybe you just need help with what are some positive coping strategies you can do with dealing with the stress that all of this is causing. Maybe you're just struggling academically and need some assistance. Or maybe you have a friend dealing with some of these same issues we're discussing and you're concerned about them. The counselor is always a great person to refer that friend to. We're also available for things like future planning, college and career questions, questions regarding dual credit, AP, SAT, and ACT prep, and so much more. So we encourage you to stop by, visit with your counselor. We typically encourage students to come by before school or during lunch, unless it's an emergency. That way you're not missing academic time in the classroom when you come to see us. Some academic resources on our campus available that you may not be aware of. We recognize that we're about halfway through the semester now. And so it's very possible that you're kind of starting to find the classes that you're doing the best in and really understanding, and maybe there's 1 or 2 that are a little bit more of a struggle. So anytime a student comes to us to share that they're struggling in class, the first thing we're going to recommend to them or ask about is, have you discussed this with your teacher? We want to make sure that you and the teacher are on the same page, but also it gives the opportunity for bullet 2 to take place, and that is for your teacher to explain to you the opportunities they have to provide tutoring and other resources for you. That could give you the opportunity to get caught up if maybe you were out and missed a few days. It could give you the opportunity to fill some gaps. Maybe there's just a couple concepts that aren't making sense, and because of that, you're struggling in the class. Or maybe it's more an issue of coming in to retake an assignment or something like that, and the teacher can let you know what that looks like. Another resource available through your single sign-on is tutor.com. This is a great resource where you can go on and log and schedule, tutoring times with tutors online, and they'll help you with your assignments, and they'll help give example problems to work through this with you. There's also test prep, and you can even submit a paper for one of your classes for review. So a great resource. And the last one, Khan Academy. Khan Academy is available online as well as an app, and you can watch video lessons and examples of how to do things in the majority of your core classes. So maybe you just want to hear something explained a little bit different. This can be a great resource to help you out. Graduation requirements. As each student enters Chisholm Trail High School, they're put on the EMS ISD Distinguished Level of Achievement. This graduation plan requires 4 credits in each of the 4 core areas of English, math, science, and social studies. You can see that some of these courses are very specific while there's a little more freedom. So in math and science, that fourth math and science class, you have some freedom in what course you want to choose. Outside of those 16 credits, you also need 2 credits of the same world language, a credit from PE, a credit from fine arts, and 6 elective credits to get to your 26 credits. There is an additional graduation plan available for certain circumstances. This typically relates to students in special programs or a student who has fallen behind on credits and is trying to get caught up and graduate with their class that they entered in with. This typically is not available to students until completion of their sophomore year and will be addressed between you and your counselor and a parent or guardian if the time comes up that this is appropriate. Each semester you complete at the high school level with a passing grade earns half a credit. And for some of you, you've already earned some credits from middle school courses like Spanish 1, Algebra 1, and others that are available to you guys. Students must be in attendance 90% of the time or credit is denied. That means you could make 100 in the course, but if you are absent too many days, you will not earn the credit and you will have to retake that class. Promotion at the high school level is based on credits earned and not years on campus. So just because it's your 3rd year of high school does not mean you're automatically a junior. You must have the required credits to be classified a junior. Required courses that are failed must be retaken and passed. So those requirements we discussed before, the 16 core, the 2 years of the same world language, the PE, the fine art, any of those requirements, if they are not passed, the student must retake those courses. And a student must earn 5.5 credits to be promoted to a sophomore. So at the end of this year, as long as you have a minimum of 5.5 credits, you will start the 22-23 school year as a sophomore. We hope you find this information helpful. There'll be one more short video that you'll see this week as well, and we hope it helps you with your academic guidance as you prepare to meet with your counselor and schedule out your courses for next school year. Hope you all have a great day.